Hello and welcome to the Really Helpful Club, and I'm Sarah Austin, and today I'm going to be chatting to Freddie De Luca. Freddie is the co-founder of a business called Concord Conflict Solutions, and Freddie is going to be chairing one of the panels at our Family Matters conference, which is coming up on the 13th of May, and so I've invited Freddie to come on today to tell us a bit about who she's going to be interviewing and who she's going to be talking to and what she's going to be talking about. And here she is. Hi, Freddie. Nice to see you. I'm just going to move the camera a bit because once you come on, it sort of like moves around. So all I've said so far, Freddie, is that you're joining us on the 13th of May to chair one of our really interesting and thought-provoking panels. But it'd be useful just to sort of set in context of where you fit in, what you do, and how you help people yourself.
Thanks, Sarah. And I'm really pleased to be able to give a little advance outline ready for the 13th of May. Very pleased to be invited back after last year. I'm Freddie De Luca, and after a legal career, I jumped track into the alternative dispute resolution sector. So I'm a professional mediator, not divorce and separation, but for all the other personal relationships that sometimes come unstuck, particularly in workplaces and with your extended family. My role is to relieve the burden of conflict from families and from those who support them. I'm privileged to have qualified with my mediation partner as an first elder mediators in Great Britain, which is quite exciting. And that's an international accreditation for managing conflict combined with a wealth of knowledge about the later years landscape and how that works.
Very interesting. And actually, I mean, I want to get to the panel in a second, but I mean, it's such an interesting concept that because everyone talks about, you know, it's a well-trodden narrative about sort of conflict within families and how especially when you get to be sort of transition points where perhaps you've got aging parents, you know, slightly difficult conversations that you start to have, and you know, especially around sort of conversations around care and things like that, how you know, as siblings, you know, you may be grown-ups in your own right with, you know, perhaps successful careers and things, but how you can often sort of resort to, you know, sibling priority, you know, where you fit in the big scheme of things of your family and stuff. And, you know, I guess it's sort of fascinating exercise to see the conflicts that can emerge, but also I think such a valuable service that you provide of actually how you can, you know, navigate these quite difficult conversations in a more harmonious way and keep family relationships harmonious, happy, and, you know, and moving forward. So I think what you do is really interesting. So with that in mind, you are going to be chairing one of the panels at your Family Matters conference. Can you tell us what it's about, who's joining you, and without too many spoilers, why someone watching this might think, okay, that's talking to me and I think I'd like to attend?
Absolutely. So I think that the key premise here is that later years are a period of change. And if you can look at it as a period of change rather than a period of decline, a little bit ageist society, and that tends to be the mindset. So we're shifting that mindset to it's a period of change where everyone has a voice and everyone wants their wishes to be respected and their needs and energies to be, you know, properly channeled. So where we see this work best is where families have early and ongoing chats about what's important for them at different stages of their life. And the Family Matters Conference is a really superb opportunity to build awareness, really, of what the options are, what's new, because this is a very fast-growing area. And there's constantly something new, a new option, a new way to do something, a new way of getting help. And obviously where to get help if you are stuck with a particular aspect. So the theme that you've kindly given us for the panel is it's styled as the conversations that matter most. And it's genuinely exciting to have the chance to share really useful options with the audience. We'll be open to questions throughout. I'm guessing that each of you who are watching this video today has an older family member And I wonder, have you had a chance to speak with them about later life plans? Do you know what they're expecting from you? What about siblings or new partners? Do you know how you're going to share all the tasks that do come up? So we have a engaging panel to give you confidence for all of this. Okay. I'll jump into who's who of the panel. First up, we have Julie Fawcett from Auriens to explore what's possible for later years living in both a retirement community setting and for visiting care in your existing home. Julie is going to be looking at the balance between gold standard living and combining that with nurse-led care. So you've really got the sort of optimum of both options. When we first met, Julie shared a phrase which sums up her view of Auriens, and I love it. It's a lovely thought, that a resident in their care is held in the invisible hands of care. I love that concept. On a pragmatic note, we will also be flying through the legals, so powers of attorney, all those other interesting things that we have to talk about. But actually, they really are made interesting by Natasha Etherton from Evelyn Partners. What I love about Natasha is how she highlights aspects of those things that we really wouldn't have heard about before. That's quite helpful to sort of key into things you wouldn't have thought of. Natasha and I come with your reassurance of being SOLA members. That's the Society of Later Life Advisors, and membership of that is a mark of trust. It's worth looking for that with professionals to see if they're SOLA affiliated or SOLA members. Natasha will also unpick some of the financial options as well as the legals. She has a broad range of skills. The financial options that are worth bearing in mind, and importantly, she runs over what are the triggers for activating for your own family's circumstances. You know, when do you need to do it, and why and how. And we're also very pleased to be joined again by Poppy Mardall from Poppy's Funerals. She always brings a thoroughly refreshing view. And true enough, fresh from her opening her new branch in Rains Park, Poppy is going to guide us herself through how to be sure of good care for a funeral and how to feel confident about plans which are really important to us as individuals and as families. And it's so reassuring when we know that all the careful planning will go well when we're saying goodbye to a loved one. So to round up, we would hope to see you on the 13th of May, and we're aiming to reduce your stress, not just planning for your later life, but also in planning for your life now if you are supporting older people who are dear to you.
Really good. I mean, you know, it is, I've heard you talk before, Freddie, and it's, you know, you come at this in a really sort of thoughtful, but a very positive and actually uplifting way as well. And that's just one of the panels and one of the conversations that we're going to be having at the conference. And if that is interesting you, then we'd absolutely love to have you at the conference. It's on the 13th of May at Roehampton Club in London in SW15. It's a really positive, uplifting day, and it's really about living your best life at every age and every stage in life. So the link to put your tickets is in our bio. All the other participants we've got in the event will be sharing the details as well. So please look out for it. It's a really, really good day. And we look forward to seeing you. And Freddie, very much looking forward to your panel as well. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Sarah.
You too.